hear it, so let her tell it. People on the streets say Sabrina speaks. Tune into the show, she will let you know. Tell all your friends and family. Real talk is no joke. You get the news straight up from grassroots and concerns. You hear some people gone. So tell all your friends to tune in to the
Good evening,
show.
Cayman. I'm Sabrina Turner, and welcome to Sabrina Speaks, your daily dose of clarity, truth, and community insights. Every weekday from 5 to 6:30 p.m., we're tackling the issues that affect you, from national headlines to grassroots concerns. Whether you're in traffic or winding down your day, this is your chance to hear it straight and speak your truth. So buckle up, Cayman. We're not holding back.
This is the show. We gotta let you know. Now we got to go.
And now here's Sabrina.
Well, what do you know? It's finally Friday. We've made it, and I am so happy to be with you here as we wind down this Friday for another episode of Sabrina Speaks, Voices of the Islands, conversations for the world, and the podcast where voices rise, stories unfold, and inspiration takes center stage. I'm your host, Sabrina, here with you. And I am, again, happy it's a Friday on this wind down Friday because it's your daily dose of reflection. We're going to be celebrating as well and real talk to close out the week. And it's always good to be here with you. Tonight, we're turning up the heat literally, and we're going to travel back in time and get some experiences, some stories from our youth, and hear it from their side, because we're going to be talking to some young ladies, some representatives that went away, and they did wonders when it came to being pitmasters barbecue. Yeah. So I'm excited to hear about that. I got some interesting pictures to show you as well with what our young people are doing on the international stage, because, you know, while some people may be winding down with a cold beverage somewhere or pretty much with a good book, tonight I want to wind down with some smoke, spice, sizzling stories, and from some of Cayman's boldest young ambassadors. And I'm so excited that I'll have a few of them on here to let us know what that experience was about, because we're going to be talking to our youth, some of our representatives from the Youth Barbecue Champions, who recently returned from the World Junior BBQ League World Championships, and they did very, very well. Yeah, that's right. So we should be proud. We had some hard-hitting topics this week. You know, Fridays is a little bit different. And but Cayman was on the global grill stage in this case. And these young pitmasters didn't just show up, they showed out. And I am so pleased, but I won't take the win from their sails at all. I would allow them to share their experience, of course, when I bring them on. They brought back flavor. They definitely brought back fire. And from what I'm hearing, fierce pride in who we are and even how we cook, even if it's on the grill. And this evening, we're going to go behind the scenes a little bit with them and just share with you what that experience and hear about their journey. So, yeah. We'll hear about the prep, the pressure, the passion, and about the brisket. Yeah, even about the chicken. All of this is getting me hungry already. Can you imagine? But yes, it is. Isn't just about barbecue. It's about our youth. It's about empowerment. It's about national pride and the kind of mentorship, to be honest, that turns sparks, in this case, into flames. So whether you're tuning in from your kitchen, your car, or even in your hammock, grab a plate, grab something, because I hope that you'll be inspired by some of these young people, because they are our young chefs and they're cooking up more than just food. They're cooking up legacy, and this could be creating the path for them in their next chapter of their life. And also, I want to you to be a part of the conversation. You can call in 936-8255. It's right there on the top of your screen. You can also feel free to message us or drop me even a line on WhatsApp, because I would like to know, what's your favorite Caribbean, Caymanian barbecue dish? You're like, well, what the heck she's talking about? Caribbean barbecue. Barbecue's barbecue. Some people put all sorts of stuff. Some people like a little red stripe. Some people like a little whiskey. Some people like to do their barbecue from scratch, like their sauce. I have a secret with my burgers. I love being around the grill. But and even want to find out, what advice would you give to our rising stars? I'm quite sure they'd be happy to hear from you. And what does it mean to see our youth shining on the world stage? I know I got a sense of pride when I saw them. And in particular, one young lady that I know, she's from the Sister Islands, Kim and Brack. She's been doing wonders, and I applaud her. And but everyone, it's a little different when it hits home that you see somebody evolve and growing in the space. So yes, coming up, you'll meet a few of the team members, and you'll hear their stories directly from them, and maybe even learn a few secrets from the pit, meaning the grill. But first, let's get involved, because the clock is definitely ticking, and I'm wanting you to settle down, get comfortable. Call and say, Sabrina on again. I wonder what she's talking about. Yep. But the clock is ticking, and we definitely want to make sure that nobody misses the opportunity for the 2026 Heroes Day nomination. And I have been sharing these videos with you, and today definitely I'll be sharing too. But sometimes the conversation gets so involved that I could be honest with you, I forget to do the videos. But I know I get at least one or two in. But, to allow you to get ready and participate and welcome our youth, I'm going to tell you and share this video with you, so how you do this nomination process. And I'll be right back. Let me not say no more. I'll be right back.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage is pleased to announce that the nominations for the 2026 National Recognition Awards are now open. Nominate individuals and groups who played a key role in developing the Cayman Islands' physical infrastructure. The categories include landmark leaders, infrastructure innovators, and the builders of Cayman. Visit gov.ky/YSCH. Click on the Nominate button to make a nomination. Here is a step-by-step guide to fill out the form. Before starting, please read the instructions, the award categories, and the eligibility criteria. Step 1. Enter your personal information and select the award category for the person or group you are nominating. Click Yes to confirm that your nominee meets the criteria. Step 2. Enter the nominee's full name, date of birth, and district. Indicate their current status, whether living or deceased, and ensure you have the current contact information for your nominee and their next of kin. Fill out the submission detail and provide any supporting documents and a reference to support your nomination. Step 3. Review your submission and make any changes by clicking the previous button. When you are ready, confirm and agree to the terms and click Submit Form to make your nomination. A thank you notice will confirm that the nomination was received, and a copy of the application will be sent to your email. Your nomination will be reviewed and considered by the National Recognition Awards Committee, and only successful nominees will be contacted and recognized at next year's National Heroes Day ceremony. The deadline to make a nomination is October 15. Remember, you can submit multiple nominations or browse our frequently asked questions by visiting the National Recognition Awards tab at gov.ky/YSCH. We look forward to receiving your nomination.
Well, happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back. This is another episode of Sabrina Speaks, and I hope you're actually somewhere relaxing with a view like that. That is always my favorite place to be. Oh my gosh, what would I give to be right there? But yes, another exciting episode today as we wind down this week and we put the spotlight on some of our youths. And definitely we will be making strides here today. And I want to welcome everyone who is here with me. Hi, Miss Rose. It is a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much. Yes, yes. Hi, Miss Loretta. It's good to see you. I didn't. I got toast with water today. I got try to behave. I'm trying. I'm behaving because I might actually do a little thing a little later. I know I'm gonna try to keep my lockdown sometimes, but I got try go a little later. Yes, Miss Rose, I going out this evening. You stopped me the last time. Hi, Barbara G. Happy Friday to you. Yes, until 7:30. No, you got cut into my happy hour time, Miss Rose. No, man, you can't do that to me. Oops. Let's do. We got our people joining us, but yes, I'm getting excited to hear these stories in a couple minutes and to definitely share their experience with you. But it's good to be back here. Yesterday, it slipped me because the conversation was so good. Not to say that this was not important, but I hope that he will forgive me. And you know, we featured Oscar DaCosta and we're following him on his journey, Gray Matters. And I was so excited. He did message me while I was live yesterday to let me know that yesterday he celebrated his 1 year anniversary of being diagnosed and was given at that time 6 months. He's given God thanks. He's loving all the love and support that's being shared with him, that has him here with us still. And you know, we gotta give thanks. So yeah, we're celebrating with him. Just let me get my Instagram people up here. There we go. Let's do this. And yeah, so we want to make sure that we share those good stories with you. And I'm just so happy for him, to be honest. And there we go. So yeah, congratulations, Oscar. All the best to you. And I'm wishing you another 6 years. And we're gonna just definitely be here with you every step of the way in your journey. So yeah, I'm really, really happy for you. And you may see there's an accident alert. I just hope that this isn't any sign of what the weekend is going to be like. But earlier on today, we had a motor vehicle accident out there in Bodden Town. I'm hoping by now that that accident may have cleared. And we are also seeing where Miss Romelia was out at A.L. Thompson's today. And I'm understanding she had fruit cake, she had cornmeal custard top for on sale, and she had cassava cake as well. So I hope that she did very well. Coconut cake too, from $5 to $30, and this is all a part of Cayman Kind Action Committee. They were doing a fundraiser today, and I hope that all went well there. Some of the other headlines that is definitely dominating the stage today on CMR, and you can find the full stories of these and more on CMR Facebook page, where a woman sues doctors hospital after alleged cancer misdiagnosis. She was told she had ovarian cancer, and they removed a hysterectomy, and apparently now she was told that she never had it. So these are some of the stories and much more that are making headlines, and you can log on there for that and more. We also see what's making headlines and very, very topical, which has sparked a conversation that I'm looking at, where a man sentenced to life for brazen Georgetown murder. And that was, Devontae Hernandez was murdered in the parking lot back in 2023. And now this Jamaican national, who was a deportee from Canada, ended up here. And he actually killed this young man. So life sentence here in the Cayman Islands. And I'm looking at some of the comments, whether or not he should be deported from here, but it's a delicate balance where actually you're saying how much it costs us here. And I think I'm going to do an episode on understanding the balance where versus justice and cost. and we have to understand and give respect to the victims as well. But that's a different show. But again, these are stories and much more that is right there on CMR. You can go, but I intend to look at it from the objective side of things. What are the pros and cons of when you get a life sentence like that? What needs to be in place? Breaking it down in layman's terms. Of course, it's a very sensitive topic, and we don't want to make it seem as just, it's just a cost factor. But where is justice versus sending one back to their country of origin? So that'll be very interesting, because I'm looking at the comments, and I've started some research on it. So it'll be very interesting. Maybe if I can pull that off, I'll bring that up for you on Monday. But without further ado, I think Spooner may have to log back in. Yeah. So I don't want to hold our young people up, our guests anymore. Nope. I want to actually bring them in and hear more. Let's see who's here with us. Hey, Mr. Jamo. Let's unmute yourself, my dear.
Yes.
There you go.
I was listening. So my mother told me anytime somebody talking, he's going to be listening.
You listening, but you should be looking too.
I look at
Happy Friday to you. Let's see who else we have.
Thank you for having us on. And you can hear a lot from the young people.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't have too much issues joining us.
Yeah, well, let's see. We're willing to just accommodate them as soon as we can. And Marianne. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. I am fine. Happy Friday. I'm excited to hear all about what was going on over there. I got some interesting pictures, but I'll allow you guys to share that story with us. First of all, let me just say congratulations to you all. And I'm very, very proud of you. And especially when it comes to the young people, giving you guys a platform, I like to hear it, because you guys are the future. And I feel that inviting you guys around the table, hearing it from you, and honoring you guys for everything that you do, highlighting the challenges, importance of support and mentorship and funding and all of that good stuff. But look here, you guys are taking it to a different level. You guys are barbecuing all sorts of yummy, yummy stuff. I think I posted on your reel today, Fridaylicious.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it made it look like we were gonna be cooking.
But no, I was that excited when you made the offer and you said you'd be more than happy to come on. I was excited. So until we get others joining us, James, Jamo, if you don't mind. Yeah. Jamo is good. And Marianne, just please, let's share with us a brief overview about the World Junior BBQ League. I mean, Jamo, you could probably give us the historical context, that sort of stuff, and how this all came about.
Well, it started with a conversation with Miss Liz Wunderlich, who's the Caribbean representative for U.S. Meat Export Federation. Mm-hmm. So they all of the imported meat from the U.S. that goes through Foster's and all the other supermarkets here come from that federation. Mm-hmm. And Miss Liz has a good connection with Miss Melissa Cookston, who's the barbecue queen of the planet. Mm-hmm. And he started this barbecue league as a way of keeping young people in school. Mm-hmm. The dropout rate in the U.S. was ridiculous. So she found a way to keep them in school was to have a high school league, and they had to be registered in a high school to take part. And she has some awesome prizes. She has 2 competitions annually. One called Smoke Slam in May, and then the World Championships in September. It's usually in October, but we had it in September this year. Mm-hmm. And the prize money is very high. I mean, it's like 25,000 US in prizes. From this year, from 4th place to 1st place was cash. Last year was just the podium finishes 3-2, 3-2 and 1. Mm-hmm. So we finished 4th in everything last year, and we didn't podium at all. But this year, Marianne and her team finished 2nd. but
Nice.
they
Congratulations.
had they increased the podium from up to fifth place. So once the top five teams were
Hi.
mentioned in each category,
Mm,
and they were prize money all the way down to fifth place this year. In
nice.
spite of sponsorship being low, that was the approach he took, just so it could
Yeah.
encourage those who finished off the usual podium
Mm-hmm.
finishes
Mm-hmm.
to leave with something.
Mm,
Um, you have to be invited to World Championships. So the Cayman Islands was invited in 2023.
mm-hmm.
We had our first national championship at A.L. Thompson that year, and it was won by Lehman Scott High School from Cayman
Mm,
Brac. And when
nice.
they went away, they placed second in chicken that year.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a fifth place in brisket and a fourth place in pork ribs that year as well.
Uh-huh.
So they were really good. Last year was our second time there, and we took three teams with us because
Mm-hmm.
we were invited as a nation.
Mm-hmm.
And we had one of the mandates is that you have to have at least one regional victory to
Mm-hmm.
be accepted as an invite. And what happened last year was one team won the Ag Show competition,
Mm-hmm.
and then the national championship had another team win who beat the team that won at the Ag Show.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the Bob Zappa Costa Classic, another team won that beat the national champions and the team that was at the Ag Show. So they said,
Okay.
if you could take one, you might as well take all because
Take all.
everybody had beat each other, right? So I asked, and they were all afforded the opportunity to go and compete, and they
Okay.
all finished fourth place in different categories. So we were all off the podium last year. But this year, we had two teams.
Uh-huh.
Some members, the national champions from Clifton Hunter. So Clifton
Mm-hmm.
Hunter won it this year. John
Mm-hmm.
Gray won it in 2024 and
Mm-hmm.
Lehman in 2023. So each year we've had a new national champion from various schools.
Mm-hmm.
But this year, what we did, we took some of the top performers from the other high schools that were competing in the league and made a national select team. We took the national select team, which Marianne is a part of. She
Right.
represented John Gray High School. Luan Cowan, he represented SciFec.
Mm-hmm.
And Samaya Rich is from Lehman Scott High School. And Ezra Hawkins is homeschooled.
Okay.
And they were competing against a lot of young people who are homeschooled and get exposed to a lot of competitions in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes as often as two in 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot of local and regional matches and stuff. So once they win a regional match, they can be invited to the World Championship.
Okay.
And so we had some of the top ones that were there. She was pretty selective on who comes, and we were fortunate to constantly be given a spot,
Mm-hmm.
our national champions,
Mm-hmm.
and we were
Well,
making our mark.
definitely.
I was very happy with the. I was very tired,
Uh-huh.
but I was very happy. Uh,
Well, I
and
know.
what
I see
caused
we
that
have got
exhaustion?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, what caused that exhaustion is that we had a delay here in our flight from Cayman to Atlanta. So we missed our Atlanta connection to go to Memphis. So we ended up having to rent a car in Atlanta and drive to Memphis.
Are you
Uh,
kidding?
that, that was the national champions, the blue team,
Yeah.
and they got fourth place in the other three categories, and the red team, the national select team, won second place
Oh
in
my
barbecue
goodness.
pork ribs.
Phew. I'm
They
tired.
got
Just
to they
listening to
got they got to sleep. I had to drive.
I
So
am
6 hours of
I'm
driving.
exhausted just hearing this, but what a journey. And but you know what? Let me bring some people because I'm seeing them coming in. Marianne, you've for whatever reason just gone blank on me. Mr. Schooner is here, and I think we got the BRAC representing as well.
Yes.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sabrina Speaks.
Hi. Evening.
Hi, how has it been?
Sabaya.
Yeah. See, look. Hold on, Mr. Spooner. Samaya is living in a different island. Eh? Seems like you
Yeah.
haven't seen her for a long time because Cayman Brac is international. No, I could just hear it in Mr. Spooner's voice. Samaya.
Made it sound long distance, don't you?
Yeah, like it's so far away. Well, let's hear. Marianne has gone MIA on me. Samaya, how has the journey been? It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too. It was fun. The sleeping, there wasn't much sleep, but the day of the competition, it wasn't really tiring as I thought it was gonna be. It
Uh-huh.
was fun. Um,
Okay.
I don't really know what else to say.
Oh, well, look,
Well, it was.
you, Samaya, have been pretty much making a mark because you obviously have a thing for cooking in the brack. And so this comes in, I'm quite sure, like nothing for you. But what was this entering this competition like in comparison to when you're out there and you're setting up and you're cooking for national events and stuff as you rightfully do over there in the brack? What was the difference between being in a competition and doing your own thing on the ground in the brack?
I guess the with what we were cooking, it was different from what I normally do in the brock. And what I normally do is like baking and stuff like that. I don't normally cook, so it was nice to have something different this time.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that we were in the competition, it was still like I wasn't really that anxious because our team captain, he said that don't make it seem nervous, just have fun and put love into it because they're gonna taste it. So I listened to him and I wasn't really worried.
Oh, good for you. Now, what did you prepare and what did you place?
We did ribs, chicken, brisket, and pork butt, and my team came second for ribs.
How did that make you feel?
I was happy because out of all of them, the ribs were my favorite.
Yeah. Well, you know what we do here? It's virtual, so we got the applause going on. And because you're on the CMRTV.com, it would not be all CMR branding without the we just love have fun here. That is just awesome. But I'm so proud of you guys. Now let's hear from that's LaShawn with you. What role did you play? You a taste girl.
No. I went as a chaperone, and then also it was for me to gain some experience to be able to go back as a coach. Earlier in the year, I was a how you put it, I guess, a judge. Yes, I was a judge for the Albaculture show in Grand, which I got to try some of what the kids prepared, which was great. It was a great experience. We got to judge and just to see how the judges there conducting themselves and to see how the children, our Cayman children, conducting themselves there as well. Overall, the experience was wonderful. And just to see our kids on the international stage, I think was amazing. It was a great experience. It was short, tiring, still tired a week later. But overall, it was a beautiful experience, especially that morning, just to see them out there. Wow. When you look at the pictures now and you just be like,
wow. We did it.
We have some really talented young children. And I mean, I hope to see 5-6 years from now where they'll be, what they'll be doing, you know. And Mr. John, I must say, give him credit, Mr. Spooner, Miss Hales, everybody who put so much effort into it to get them to where they are. It's not just one person, it takes an entire village. And you know, I can't wait to see.
What they do, right?
And I can't wait to be able to go back for the opportunity because it was great and I really appreciated it. Yeah.
This is where I'll jump in and thank the coaching staff and Coach Spooner, who's our national.
He keeps coach. Going MIA on me. I don't know what's up.
Man busy.
Can't hold him down.
Can't keep still. No, but we do a lot of practice sessions. In between the matches. We actually did a boot camp this year, a caboose camp this year. So we trying to keep even our culture alive because Caymanians grew up cooking on wood fires.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's one of the great things is they're in our niche when you talk about cooking with wood fires. So even when it's lump coal, we're still very comfortable with it. Right. Bringing our flavors is something that they're starting to grow accustomed to.
Okay.
So you can hear them saying, wow, and they eating off everything that they sample there. They don't stop and take a bite. They enjoy it all, right?
They eat.
So, yeah. So
Mr.
I think
Spooner.
that,
Sorry, Mr.
but
Spooner. I'd
I
love to
also
hear your
wanted
take on
I also want to touch on our mind coach,
it.
Miss
Okay.
Ingrid came with us on the trip, Miss Ingrid Miller,
Mm-hmm.
who helps with keeping the captains steady. She's constantly pouring into the captains, and they're
Mm-hmm.
pouring into their team. So it is about leadership and mentorship, but keeping their head space right. And
Right.
even though it was in the 60s, early in the morning, and they were a little bit nippy, but it, they managed to focus through it. And like from the time I saw that, okay, they're on target by 10 o'clock, they're
Mm-hmm.
good because
Okay.
it starts to warm up then, and they start
Yeah.
to feel
Mm.
like they're home. And
Stay
trust
home.
me,
Right. It's
once they feel
amazing.
like they're home enough,
Yeah, you
that's
get
it.
all of it.
Things flowing from there.
Right.
And so, but after standing for 6 hours, around
Yeah.
midday, around 1 o'clock, and thing it starts to get challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Is your energy level because they be right to finish right and not burn this thing or not to overdo the ribs
Mm-hmm.
and to make sure that even though they were giving us pellet grills in which we don't have pellet grills in Cayman, we have brand new. We
Right.
had to learn that a little
Oh.
1 2 minute tutorial
Mm-hmm.
and so they adapt really well and it worked out really well.
Okay. Well,
Uh, I think some
happy
of the
that.
food got overcooked, but because they like it that way when it's
Oh.
dropping off the bone. So that was
Uh-huh.
for us. So, and we shared that with everybody else who like it
Okay.
dropping off the bone too. So, but
Okay.
the flavors is what made us finish so well this year. And I want to thank all the coaches and all the parents because we had a lot of parents come with us this year as well. We had a few parents,
Okay.
and the support was all around great. They were. It wasn't like parents along for the ride. They were there, part of the delegation. Whatever the needs were met,
They were
um,
just there.
they helped make the needs,
Yep.
and that was great because I was exhausted after that drive.
Mm,
So
can
that worked
imagine.
really good.
Yeah. Mr. Spooner, let's hear your take on it. I'm still seeing Marianne coming in and out. So let's hear your take on it.
My take, it was a wonderful experience from the get go, from as far back as last year. Preparation started at the end of the competition last year. We got back and we
Mm-hmm.
were very adamant that we wanted the schools to participate. We wanted to ensure that the program had continuity. So we started looking at students from as early as year 7 all the way up to using the seniors such as Marianne, Luan. We had a pinch of Tiran, Tiroy, the twins of Cayman, as you may call them.
Mm-hmm.
So we got experience, we got youngins to come on in. Just to ensure that we have that continuity in the program and building the program. Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Jama would have shared in our first year of competition, our placing last year and this year proves that we are growing.
Yeah.
I must highlight once again that of the team that went to Memphis this year, only 2 members will age out for next year's program. So,
Okay.
in terms of having persons who are mature, who are seasoned, and who
Mm-hmm.
can actually share their experience and groom others in the program,
Mm-hmm.
we have that depth right now, and that goes a far way. Luan was a key component of that this year. Marianne
Right.
was a key component of that. We had Santos last year. Next year, well, later on this month, Santos will also be representing the Cayman Islands in culinary skills, just the same.
Mm-hmm.
So we are about continuity. Mr. Jama would have mentioned the love of the Cayman culture and instilling that in the youths. A part of the National Youth Culinary Program is to instill in the youths the Cayman tradition, the love of
Mm-hmm.
that caboose cooking, as caboose camp is called.
Mm.
Yeah, I have learned, I'm a Jamaican and I've learned so much about the culture and about the food just the same. But it is not just for us, but it also is for the youths. We want to ensure that the tradition is not lost anywhere along the line, while still exposing them to international skills and mindset. We
Right.
are not a small country, but we are a part of this global community, and we
Exactly.
should be competing at that level. And what we did this last week proves that we have the best and some of the best here in the Cayman Islands.
Mm-hmm. And great things to come. Now, I'm going to try to pop a picture up here. What's that? Tell me what's that? That
Oh, that's
looks
brisket.
delicious.
That is
I
Oh
brisket
my
don't know.
flat. Now
God.
that is.
Somebody, you want to tell what's going on right there?
OMG.
I think that was the part when we were taking out the brisket to wrap them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it look.
Yeah.
that
And
there
what did
was the
that take like now to prepare? Like that looks
Well,
delicious.
yeah, but that's probably that was on probably for 4 hours at that time, and then they would wrap it in the butcher's paper and stick it
Mm-hmm.
back on the grill just because they had it unwrapped just to get the color in the charring that you see in there.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Then sometimes I think they had like a piece of foil as well, so they had some
Yeah.
foil and then some um butcher's paper, and the
Mm-hmm.
butcher's paper keeps the moisture in, so the brisket
Okay.
don't dry out.
All
Um,
right.
and just to add to what Mr. Jamo is saying, so the time window, and I'm telling you about the mindset. Once again, kudos to Miss Ingrid.
Mm-hmm.
She actually had the team in that mindset to just go with the flow. But the
Mm-hmm.
time period that they have to get that brisket off the grill, to
Mm-hmm.
have double of that butcher paper on the
Mm-hmm.
table, to get that there, to wrap it up, to add all necessary ingredients was within a minute.
Oh,
So it
what?
was not
yeah,
a long period. You don't want that brisket to be off that grill, off that heat for too long. So
Long.
yeah.
you have to get that down. You have to get your sauce. You have to get your butter. You got to get your brown sugar. You got to get your honey. You got to
Mm-hmm.
get all of that in and wrap
Mm-hmm.
it and get it back in there. So if you look on that's Marley's face, you'll see
Mm-hmm.
that intense concentration being done. Yes. And
Concentration or
that's a part of what our team is about. We went there quite focused, and I must say these bunch of students, they gave it their all. They could have done more. Yes, we spoke about it. What could have been done, what we could have done a little bit better. But then that's a part of the growth process that our
Mm-hmm.
team goes through annually.
Right. Oh my goodness. And I do have this one, I guess this shows everybody with the honorable minister. This is when you were guys were leaving.
Yes, yes.
So
It's
that's
at
the
the airport.
entire that's the entire team or that's just some.
Right. That's most of
Most
that's
of
the yeah most of them. The
yeah.
blue team is actually our national champions. They're from Clifton Hunter,
Okay.
and then the red team is the select team.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on here. Tell me what that one was all about.
This is, as you can see, the chill, right? This is at the start of the morning, just as
Okay.
they were presented, and right after this, they got their meats.
Uh-huh.
And so this is how they looked at 61 degrees.
Oh, that would explain why they're so close together.
Say
Yeah,
cheese.
They were cool. They're used to that.
yeah. The sun was just rising.
Uh-huh.
This was probably around about minutes to 7,
Uh-huh.
and they were about to get their meats, but the grills were started. They had their cotton boards out just so they can get ready to clean their meats and stuff when
Mhm.
this photo was taken.
Okay, there's another photo that I'm putting up here. Tell me what this is saying.
This is the award ceremony where everybody is showcased. These are all the competitors that were in the World Championships. It
Mhm.
was 8 teams present. There were 15 teams invited and
Mhm.
eight came.
Okay,
But
interesting.
the two young ladies in the front, they were the
Uh-huh.
top 2 finishers ahead of the Cayman Islands.
Mhm.
La Gringa, the one with the certificate, she
Right.
was last year's champion, and she was also the young Master Chef Junior
Master
winner this
Chef.
year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
got that. That's historic right there. You got an image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we beat her in Fort
Wow.
Worth.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but brisket is amazing. We got some stepping up to do. I got to taste her brisket.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Oh yeah.
really good.
Really good.
So we got some work to do, but we could get there. In her
Mm-hmm.
Cayman, I think we could just bring a little bit more seasoned peppers for a man. They don't
But
have that.
they really can't handle the heat either. So you gotta
No,
strike
seasoned
the
pepper, not
balance.
hot pepper.
Oh,
Our
seasoned pepper.
season, yeah.
For the
When
relish.
yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I think and this is Luan holding the certificate. He captained the team. This was
Mm-hmm.
the select team with their second place certificate.
Okay, wow. I'm not seeing Mariana. So
Marianne is with the red hat.
no. She's
Oh, you
actually,
mean on the
yeah,
feed?
on the, yeah, I'm not seeing her on the feed. She keeps coming in and out. So I'm hoping she can
Maybe
hear
her
us.
internet. She is having problems with the internet because she was
Yeah.
cleared earlier.
Before, yeah, she was fine and she was coming across fine as well. Now, you know what? Sabrina Speaks family, please. 9368255. These are our future. And I want to get your feedback. I see some of you actually commenting here. I know Fridays are normally a day that you slowly trickle in, but let's encourage these young people and share in their celebration as well. Now, any funny or unexpected stories from the event besides the chill?
Not that I know. No. No, we were too
To tell
serious
the
this
truth.
time. We wanted to win. I don't think we didn't have much jovial moments. I don't
Oh,
think.
okay.
Well, maybe they
No,
were when I was sleeping because I was tired. But
yeah,
maybe they happened when I was
that
sleeping.
was I think that was probably it was quite very unexpected, and
Uh-huh.
that whole night drive that Jamo
Mm-hmm.
endured,
Mm-hmm.
himself and other members, the blue team, that they had to travel all the way from Atlanta. Yeah, that was a long haul.
Mm-hmm.
However, must share that throughout the night these students kept us up because every stop they stopped, we had photos coming in because we create a whole delegation chat,
WhatsApp
and
group.
you see the picture coming in. We having this food to eat, and we seeing the food and
No,
everything.
at 2 o'clock we stopped at a Waffle House, and it was just
Oh
us
my
at Waffle
goodness.
House. So it felt really good,
Yeah,
like they in the place just for us. That's how it looked, right? So we
Right.
had breakfast, and then they fell asleep. So
Mm-hmm.
me and Mr. Hawkins got to play Barry's Hammond and see how fast we could get to Memphis. And so that was the plan. Play Barry's and let's see how fast we can get there.
Well, Marianne has just
well,
joined us. Let's talk to her
Yeah.
now. Hey, Marianne. Welcome back.
Hello.
We want to hear your take on what's happening, and for you, it actually came second place. Let's hear what you have to say about what was going on. Oh Lord, did we miss her again? I think she's having
Yeah.
it.
It was
And
very,
then,
it was a
Hello.
very,
Okay.
hello?
Yes, we're not seeing
It
you
was a
though.
very, I'm not sure what's happening because I'm seeing myself on the screen,
okay.
Okay.
but it was a very good experience. And I feel like having a great team that is willing to pull their own weight is a part of our success because everybody knew what they were supposed to do. So it wasn't a lot of confusion and we were very organized.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that was one of the biggest things that
Mm-hmm.
everybody knew exactly what to do when we needed to do things. We just worked well together. Even
Mm-hmm.
though I'm working with most of them for the first time, it was
Right.
a very good experience.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. So any lessons learned that you may have picked up from other persons that were on this that wasn't a part of your team, new friendships, new networking opportunities, can you share anything like that happened?
well, I made new friends, but they're from Cayman. I never really spoke to anybody from the other
Oh,
teams,
okay.
but we spoke to the world champion last year. She
Mm-hmm.
gave us some tips on what to do to help our thing to be better, which was very good. And from
Mm-hmm.
the other Cayman team, we were all just in one section and we were talking and helping each other out. So it was a very good experience.
Okay, good. Now, any one of you who guys were around with all of the pressure and all that sort of stuff, what has barbecue taught you beyond cooking? Like, do you see it totally different? What's the difference? Any lessons or takeaways from the difference of cooking versus just being on the grill?
Well, you kind of have to know time management, because if you don't know time management, you can miss like the turnings, and if you miss a turn in, you won't have a score for that. So
Yeah.
it's very,
You finishing below fifth for sure.
so you have
Yeah,
to
you must have turned in.
know when to take the meat off, when to start cutting it, when to start plating, when to go bring it in. So I think that time management is really key in times like those.
Okay. Hi, we just got Miss Hyman joining us. Good afternoon and welcome to Sabrina Speaks. Oh, there's a feedback. Tell us a little bit about your experience here on this trip.
Okay, so my
Not hearing you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
hear me.
Yes.
My experience on the trip, it was really good. It was experience different cooking methods with other people in different countries because everybody cooks different. So it was good. We got like how Texas people cook. It's actually really unique about how different people cook. So I really learned about that.
So it was a little shocker from what you're accustomed here in Cayman and how we Caribbean do it. How do you separate the jerk from really what you want to deliver? Well, now you say on an international stage. Anyone can answer this. What's the difference? Because we're used to jerking versus barbecue for an international stage. Or do you incorporate those elements like what Mo was saying earlier on with the seasoned peppers? Do you how do you prepare it that it strikes a balance?
Yeah, the thing is with barbecuing for competition is that they want a certain texture. Like how we would normally cook soul food. We want our ribs dropping off the bone. We want our brisket that it's is tender till it's floppy, and coming apart. That's not how they want it in competition. Competition, it can be floppy if you cut it the right way, and it's supposed to be tender when they bite through. But they want to see teeth marks. They don't want it to be, it needs to be a certain way. It needs to be sweet and savory. It not too spicy. And this way we have went wrong in the past with our jerk and stuff. It was a little bit too spicy for the judges. So it kind of blew out their palate, and it destroys their judging experience when they
Okay.
got to spend 25 minutes just trying to get their palate back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we had to be mindful of that and kind of give them what they're looking. And so we gave them a lot of tropical flavors they can expect from the Caribbean. And we were the only Caribbean team invited.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to represent the Caribbean well, and so we had a lot of fruity type of flavors added into our sauce. And I'm not gonna say anything more because Miss Hyman says that's her magic sauce, and I can't have no secret magic sauce exposed. But
Okay.
it was amazing, and they use that sauce as their base, and then they added different flavors to it for the different cuts that were
Mm.
presented. So that is they're encouraged to showcase creativity. So and the judging speaks to that too. They don't try to say, well, oh, well, this now Texas barbecue, so it can't win.
Right.
They're encouraged to show it, and those who have sampled are they appreciate the different flavor. They love it, and so we're continuing to represent the Caribbean well, and each year we're getting more and more rated for competition. We our pork butt by us placing fourth this year again for pork butt is a testament that we come along because before we wasn't finishing nowhere near the top. For pork, we just used to destroy that and we didn't. But practice is paying off. We had several good practices at Clifton Hunter. Mr. Spooner has worked more than overtime with the national champions, and so for them to get that fourth place finish in brisket, fourth place finish in pork, but is a testament that we really go in places because
Okay.
the competition, they have years of competing with many competitions each year. And we want to have like three major competitions in the Cayman Islands, and now we're trying to look towards having a lot more in-school competitions, so the young people get a lot more practice at doing what they do, and competition timings, because it requires planning and to map out what you're doing, and if you're going to do it as a team, because some of those competitors competed by themselves, and
Okay.
did by themselves because then they know they got to do it all. So it's not assigning any roles. Assigning roles sometimes might be more difficult to do and more difficult to manage it, because then it's two minds rather than just one, or it's four minds rather than just two.
Right.
And but I must say, our coaching staff, I just sat back this year, and the coaching staff, Miss Hales and Mr. Spooner and Miss Ingrid, they did a fantastic job of keeping them focused, especially when they started to get tired around 2 o'clock, like which is like an hour before turning. That's when everything can go wrong.
Right.
I've seen plenty to go wrong, and I saw a lot of them. You hear all the coaches, this is the time to focus, to get this done, get that done, and so they're like all
They
of
know.
that. All of
They
those
know.
hours before was just to make sure it don't burn. Now
Right.
now it's time for you to put everything you in, so judges can say wow, and
How could,
some of their coaches were world champions. So these are young people who are coached by world champions.
yeah.
And so they have a high level coaching. For us to compete against them and to podium, it speaks volumes for our
Yes.
program. But we try to qualify young people, certify them. They do fire extinguisher training with the fire service. They do food handler certification with DEH, all of these kind of certifications, just so they're ready for the food industry.
Correct.
After competition, they can just get a drum and go and turn up world-class barbecue in the Cayman Islands and carry on this legacy that has been set for them by Chef John, who's been doing it for like 5 decades. People love this food, and when they come to Cayman, they're still looking for Chef John. But
It's
we can
true.
say we got world championship ribs for you to sample.
And you have
You
some
know?
people that just love barbecue. And when I saw a particular image that was shared with me, I wasn't surprised that somebody was at the airport. I'm thinking upon arrival, because I understand they will travel anywhere around the world for barbecue.
Yes. The deputy governor met us there, and it was a wonderful experience for him to share words of encouragement with young people. He knows them a lot. He knows Luan. He's met Luan because this Luan and Marianne, this was their second trip to Worlds, so they brought a lot of experience from last year, and I think it paid off in that second place finish because they know exactly what to do and how to get it done. Just the other stuff, the competition is so high that you can't make any slip, no slip, no room for error. Any error means you don't even be mentioned, and it's that easy to not be mentioned.
I know that for a fact. That man loves a barbecue. I don't know what's up with him and this barbecue, but what am I? You think, Miss Hyman, you think that's your sauce that actually will catch some people? Because I do a mean sauce. Miss LaShawn can tell you I do a mean sauce. So me and you need to talk, because
Yeah.
they ask me, what did you put in that? You're not going to tell them. My
No.
response,
Love.
does the Colonel give away his secret recipe?
No. He just give
Because
you
like
fried chicken that you pay for.
That's right.
when we won at Ale Thompson, there was somebody that tried it. She was like a tourist, and she was like, "What did you put in this?" I was like, "It's a secret. I can't tell you." She was like, "You should make more and put it in the supermarket."
You should.
I was like,
Well, you know.
Look here, we got a caller. Good evening, caller. You're live on Sabrina Speaks. What's on your mind?
Hey, Sabrina. Happy Friday.
Hi.
It's Loretta.
Hi, Loretta. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Just want to say congratulations to the young chef.
Oh.
And so Tashiana as well. See your pretty face.
I can see her.
And
She.
the
Oh my
Miss
God! You got her beat red. OMG.
and the Mrs. Spooners. All to my not to be. I'm not being unfair with my Clifton kids, but just
Oh.
want to say a big congratulations to every one of them.
Oh, this means a lot. This means the world. Trust me. You
And
don't.
I'm still waiting on my barbecue chicken. I love barbecue.
Well,
The
now you're getting it from world class. Well, international. They won. They came fourth.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm so proud of them.
Yes, we all are. I think.
We can have let you know when we practice it next. If it's up to Mr. Spooner, they can start training from like next week. he get them ready.
No, what that one?
Yeah. But
Absolutely, absolutely. So have a good evening, everyone.
thank you for
Faces look
calling.
pretty well.
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh,
Have a good
Sabrina,
weekend.
before we go, I want to thank the sponsors because we couldn't get there without a lot of sponsors. So we got sponsorship from
Thank
Rotary
you, caller.
Central Club,
Mhm.
the Maples Group, A.L. Thompson's, the U.S.
Mhm.
Meats Export Federation, and the
Mhm.
Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture, and Heritage. Thank you
Mhm.
for your contributions and investing in our young people that made this trip possible. Um, and then all of the parents who got their child ready,
Mhm.
all of the coaches who put in the hours,
Mhm.
hours upon hours getting the team ready. Thank you very, very much. I think we have made the country very proud, and we want to grow from this experience.
Mhm.
Um, there's talks about trying to get a team for this smoke slam in May. It's
Uh-huh.
difficult because a lot of our high schools are actually doing external exams at that time
Mhm.
because of the CXEs. So I'm having discussions with the homeschool um, association to see if we
Mhm.
could send a homeschool team who can do their exams at different times
Oh,
and
okay.
represent Cayman. Ezra got to go with us at Worlds, so he will bring some experience to the team that
The
goes
team.
and
Mhm.
see if we can get a homeschool team prepared to represent Cayman.
Jamal,
And if
how can the community get involved and support? Because I mean, prep time there
Mhm.
that must come with a cost. You need the ingredients, you need the protein, you need the supply. I mean, how can the community get involved?
Well, it takes money. A brisket, one good brisket costs about $100,
Mm.
and then chicken is all the meats are kind of on the rise. So I want to thank
Yeah.
the U.S. Meat Export Federation for and Foster's, who we buy them from, and they give it to us at a discount
Mm-hmm.
because they're supportive of the league.
Mm-hmm.
A.L. Thompson sponsors all of the meets for the national championships. So all of that is, and between them and Foster's is no cost to the league,
Mm-hmm.
but all the other matches we have to come up with meat. So this year, at the Ag Show,
Yeah.
we got sponsored by Hyvern. It's a trust company in town, and
Mm-hmm.
they came on board to sponsor that because we're engaging youth from the BRAC, and that comes with a cost. I
Mm-hmm.
also want to thank Kenneth Bryan and the Ministry of Tourism at that time for
Mm-hmm.
investing in the youth from the BRAC. Prior to the election, I was scratching my head how we could get some Iron Santos
Mm.
down to have 13 classes at the Ritz Carlton, but 13 Saturdays, and I'm like, oh, I don't know that
Oh
kind of
wow.
funding.
Right.
And then another 8 Saturdays for Toastmasters because we want to make sure that our young people are ready for instances like this where they have to
Correct.
engage with the press. They can speak well. They're very articulate. They can express what it is to be Caymanian, what level of pride that they bring to their community because they're prepared for these
Mm-hmm.
kind of opportunities. So
Mm-hmm.
they do Toastmaster training. They do a lot of other training to prepare them for moments like this. So
Mm-hmm.
when you're on the podium and you're on top of the world and the country is looking up to you as a beacon of inspiration,
Your
we want to make
ambassadors.
sure that your ambassadorship shines through and that
Mm-hmm.
you're truly a statesperson and you represent the country well. So I want to thank the young people for investing in their own development,
Correct.
showing up because
Correct.
they had a choice. They
Yeah.
could have not showed up if they want to. Or this is a little bit too hard. This is a
Mm-hmm.
little bit too difficult. Oh, I got work. I got this because Tashian is actually taking her break from work right now. So I want to thank Foster's for giving her
Oh
time
yeah,
to come
kudos to
join
you.
us. And so they're in their they're in their busy
Yeah.
spaces of their life between school and work, between this and that, and we have to be mindful that
Mm-hmm.
our input is just adding on to their development, and
Right.
that some they might have some pushback at times. But I've noticed with this group, is very little pushback. They
Mm-hmm.
want to learn, they want to grow, they want to be the best they can be, and they
Mm-hmm.
have made us extremely proud. We got a message from the minister the morning right after I posted the first picture with them
Mm-hmm.
almost freezing their tail feathers off.
Mm-hmm.
Minister sent a message
Oh wow,
and said,
hope.
"You let them know that the whole country is behind them, and
Mm-hmm.
that that he like speaking into being they could do well, they could focus and represent us and do us proud, right?" And it felt so good to feel that from my minister.
Right.
You know, the minister and government putting all of the support from the government behind our young people, and it
Let
felt
me
so
see if
good.
I can play that.
I
Let me see if I can if I can play it. Hold on.
Okay, I had to share it with them. We put it on speaker, man. I said,
Yeah.
you need to
Let's
hear
see.
this for yourself."
Let's see what I can do
The
here.
whole Memphis heard it.
No.
Yeah,
Uh,
and he sent messages throughout the time that we were there too as well. So it
he's
was
I
good.
very
really want to thank
It
the minister for the
Yeah,
support.
it was really good that he was hands on throughout the entire time that the kids were there. He checked in a lot.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna
How are you? Hope all is well. Just saw the pictures over on the ministry chat group put there. Please pass on to the team. We're proud of them. I'm glad that they are on the way to being world champions. Tell them we're gonna speak it into being. And I am, like I said, I'm very proud of them. Wish them all the best and that they got the full support of this country behind them today. So go team Cayman.
just in case we didn't catch all of that, I'm deliberately gonna do this again.
Hey James, good morning, sir. Good morning. How are you? Hope all is well. I just saw the pictures over on the ministry chat group that you put there. Please pass on to the team that I'm very proud of them. I'm glad that they are on the way to being world champions. Tell them we're gonna speak it into being. And I am, like I said, I'm very proud of them. Wish them all the best and that they got the full support of this country behind them today. So go team Cayman.
Now, when you get that from your minister, again, that is what you call being unique.
Yeah.
That's what we call being unique, and that's what makes us so special. Now, the young or future, the next generation, any one of you can answer. When you get something like that and being so personal and can be so accessible to a minister, how does that make you feel? Any one of you can answer, or we can have all of you answering. Go ahead, Hyman. I see you.
Okay, it makes me from hearing somebody so high up, it makes me feel like the position I could do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me
Nice.
feel like I could do anything.
Mariana, what's your take on it? Unmute yourself.
We can't hear you.
Nope. Samaya, you want to give us your take while Mariana work out her audio?
Well, for me, it makes me feel proud because knowing that we have a lot of ministers, a lot of them we don't really know and they aren't they don't come to support us and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So knowing that we have one that will actually come and represent and tell us that he's proud of us and stuff like that, that makes me feel good.
Oh, there's hope.
Yes, ma'am.
There's hope. Mariana, let's try you again.
Still can't
Mariana?
hear you.
That little button down there.
Yeah.
She's on mute, but you still like having problems with her mic.
Yeah. When it's not that, it's the visual. It's a visual. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Spooner, what type of encouragement does that give you when you see leaders of our government actually supportive? Now, we know there's always constraints with funding, but because of you showing up all the time, you're seeing the young people actually having an interest and bringing home these types of placements. They're in the middle of right now preparing for a budget. How does this make you feel as one of the mentors? And also LaShawn can weigh in on it as well, where you actually feel as though, wow, my country got me. And this is the turning of the corner where they may not have seen us 2 years ago, but now we're here again and we're continuing to deliver and bring home awards, being recognized on international stages.
It is quite warming, overwhelming. It's just that support, not only from friends, families, from the various institutions, schools have supported us, the community have supported us, corporate Cayman has supported us, but to know that you have your government ministers behind you, it sends home that you are doing what I call nation building. For me personally, it is just highlighting that for many of these students here, they had this innate talent. And in speaking to them, our life coach, Miss Ingrid, would have said it to them. Many of you a year ago, 2 years ago, did not know that you had this talent. And to see where they have grown from to where they are right now speaks volume, so much so that I was very humbled when the minister took out of his day. He wasn't even in for 20 minutes, but to show that he has the youth's development at heart, and he was present there. And not only being present at that moment, but throughout the competition to check in, to send word of encouragement, speaks volume of the dedication of the country's ministers and leadership to their individual development. And it speaks of the development to the youth and the obligation that the leaders of this country have to youth development.
Yes.
So it was
Let's see if we
quite
can get.
humbling, warm.
Yeah, because we even got the deputy governor. I mean, where else do you see that the deputy governor shows up at the airport?
We should have had some brisket for him, man. And we just had to travel too early in the morning, man. We were on the road from like 2 o'clock in the morning to get to the airport to return home.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It was.
Mariana,
I
we
put
got
it
you
this
now?
way.
Do we have you now, Mariana?
I don't think so.
No.
It's not with problem. Never mind.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
Spoon.
Yeah.
For me, it was a really good feeling knowing that the deputy governor has recognized that we have such an amazing talent and we're bringing light to what our generation can do in this time. So it was a very good feeling.
So looking forward for the next event, what is in store? Is leading up to the next international event, Jamo, Mr. Spooner, whoever, do you have like certain things where for succession planning, you can identify these talents with culinary skills, especially pitmasters, as we call you. Do you do like those in different districts and different schools? Tell us.
Go ahead.
Whomever.
All right, I'll jump in a little bit real quickly right there as it relates to succession planning and also what the program entails over the duration of the year. We have several competitions which students are allowed, are afforded the opportunity to barbecue using offset grills. That is indirect flame. I know the question was asked earlier, the difference between barbecuing or smoking and jerking. And the key difference is one is done with direct flame, which is jerk, and barbecuing is oftentimes done with indirect flame. So the meat does not come in direct contact with the flame. So we are allowing our students, the younger ones, to get familiar with this. I must add that we mentioned Caboose Camp earlier, but I want you to know that during the past summer, we have kids as early as 7 years of age. They were learning and being certified in starting fires, in starting the flames for a barbecue grill, in fire extinguishing training, and how to treat if there are burns. So we are
Okay.
going through the whole step from starting to putting out. They While they did not, the younger ones did not get the opportunity to do a brisket or a ribs. What they had the opportunity to do, more than anything else, was that they were cooking their own food. So they were making hot dogs, they were making burgers, and the joy that we saw on their faces, I can tell you, from that batch of students, we will be having more barbecue persons in the future. Now, to say that this is transitioning into the high school. So
Right.
we would have agriculture show, we'll have the Bob's Caspers, we would have the burger cook-off, we will have a number of competition throughout the years, throughout the year, to get our students quite
Ready.
familiarized with using the grill, as also to develop on the skills that they have on the grill. We're looking to get more schools, both private and public entity, in terms of primary schools, being involved in this program, where we will have a larger pool of contestants to choose from to make up the national
Team.
and
Wow.
combined team. So it is about getting them on there, and it is not, I look at it as not just for the competition, but also there are a lot of youths that we have here in the Cayman Islands that this may be their way out. From my vantage point, I have seen where troubled youths who are what we'd call special education needs. These are some of the individuals that they have identified their innate talent, and they are building on this. I was laughing with a friend earlier, and I said, Cayman, in the near future, will have quite a few Michelin star chef here in the Cayman Island, and we have five-star restaurants or
Yeah.
that quality here. And
Correct.
Mr. Chamo will attest that we have had persons passing through the National Youth Culinary Program who have gone on to be major chefs right across the globe. That is the vision that we have. That is what we are building on. And our purpose here as coach, as mentors, is to just guide these set of youths into their true purpose in life. And if we can be the vehicle or the avenue to do that, then I'm sure that Mr. Jamo, I'm sure that Miss Ingrid, I'm sure that Miss Hales, I'm sure that Miss LaShawn, we will be happy to be that avenue for them to grow and to express themselves in the culinary arts.
There we go. Well, LaShawn, as a young and budding mentor, chaperone, tell us what inspired you to get involved here.
Oh, Mr. John will pulled me into it.
All right. I said I need female chaperones.
Happy that we did.
I've always helped Mr. Jamo in any area that I can help him whenever he calls. I am there. I make myself available to assist where I can. When it comes to the youth, anyone knows me well enough know I'm very passionate. It's very dear to my heart. So I try my best to encourage them, let them know that, look, this is not a place to stay. There's so much potential. There's so much more than just beyond our shores. The world is their playground. It's their oyster. Go out there, grab it, do what you have to do. There's so much opportunities for us as young Caymanians and for them that's coming behind. And I think that they can do it. They just need that extra push. And they're not, so a lot of them, they're missing out. And that's because they don't feel they feel missed in the system, or they're getting lost in the system, or there's no support at home, and it starts from home. So if you can be that person to help make that change, I think it goes a long way. you don't know what a lot of these young people are actually dealing with and what they're battling. So
Right.
I'm very grateful that, I can be someone that could be hands-on and just be there whenever Mr. Jumbo calls, or if he says,
Well,
"Listen, I need you to do this."
I try
I'm
to reach
there.
into all of the Proud of Them alumni.
Yeah,
All of the
yes.
young,
Yeah, and then it
all
comes
of the
from
young
that
people
too.
that's been
Correct.
recognized,
Correct. And
and they've been
from youth
recognized,
assembly,
especially for community service and
yeah,
stuff
from
like
youth
that. I try
assembly
to,
days,
yeah,
from middle school days,
yeah.
in youth assembly, coming
She
straight up.
always been passionate, always been an advocate,
Yeah.
always been ready to step in and help wherever.
Yeah.
And from the time I saw that spirit, and then she was in the bracket, like, oh, I need help in the bracket.
Yeah.
Especially if I can include the brat, because
Right.
when it
Yeah.
comes to youth development, you have
Yes.
to include as much as possible.
Correct.
You have to
Correct.
be inclusive, and it costs a bit
But
Yeah.
to include the brat, but it'll cost our country more to exclude them.
correct.
Tell you what,
Correct.
if you look at what they did the very first year that they won this thing, they went and they got our very first second place, our first podium finish, which is a second place in chicken. And if you was to ask Keely Rose and Carlisa Lewis to still come and do their barbecue chicken for you, it would still be amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And I could ask them, do you wait till she come back from college? I could ask them, say, listen, we could do something with just all the league, because we've had two graduating classes now.
Okay.
That whole batch from Lehman Scott has graduated and moved on.
Yeah.
That's Sean Martinez Jr., Carlisa Lewis, and Keely Rose.
Yeah.
They've all graduated from Lehman Scott with honors. And that's another thing that we try to do. We try to make sure that those that are in the league not only attend school, but do well. Stay on top of things.
Now, understanding the sister islands, and I'm so happy that you've reached out and you see that we're just not limiting it to the district of Grand Cayman.
They're too bright to leave them out. Tell you the truth, they're too bright for us to leave them out.
Will there be then like a appeal, like a search, like a talent search thing that you actually do in Cayman and Little Cayman, that will get these young men and women interested?
We don't have a lot of time into the schools, but Samaya's there. Santos is there. And they have friends. So just encourage your friends, even if their friends don't cook, they can clean. They can learn how to cut meat. They can learn how to try to make a sauce. They can hang out with Miss LaShawn. She can show them. They can reach out to Miss Sabrina, know that she says she makes an awesome sauce, and get a little sauce class and learn a thing. You understand? And if you say, I can make it for you, and then you can add what you want to it, or I give you permission to add, then you can become the base sauce. Because I am trying to see if Chef Jones would allow us to use his sauce as a base.
Oh,
that sauce is 65 years old.
Yes.
And amazing every time. He uses the same sauce on all his meats, whether it's beef, pork, or chicken.
Yeah.
And it works. And everybody that has had Chef John's barbecue,
we know,
love it.
We know.
Every week.
The secrets in the sauce.
Yep. So if we could get a bottle of his sauce, and see what Tashiana can do with it.
Nice.
But she has an awesome sauce.
Okay, there.
She needs to bottle it off and take a trading business license out and sell that bad boy. That is good.
Yeah.
I had it on egg. You got to test everything good with the egg, right? If it's good with egg, if it's good with meat, if it's good with fish,
yeah, you're good.
Then you're good. So the only thing I didn't test her sauce on is fish, and I can ask her for a little bit so I can test her on ocean turbot and snapper. And if it flies with that I can do barbecue fish.
In your world, we good.
I am in hog heaven.
Well, I'll allow you all to get your moment to wrap up, parting words, anything you'd like to stay with us. We'll leave Jamo for last so that they can do this big appeal. I'm so happy that we could have Cayman Brac, Sister Islands, represent, because it shows that we're inclusive. And I want to do more work with the youth. I want to be able to showcase them. I would love to have roundtable discussions. You can see how easy this is, with the exception of those who were having some instability with their connectivity. But you see how easy this is to interact, but yet we feel like we're in the same space. I would love to do like roundtable discussions. I threw this out to the students of UCCI, and let's fill that gap. Let's give our young people that space so we can hear what's going on in their world, what topics are very meaningful to them, get their way in on headlines, national topics. This is the space for you. So Jamo, I know your link with the youth. I'm quite sure you can pull a string or two with the minister. I think I know him that well, to let him know it's here. But this space is here. I'm willing to give you all the space, be it once a month, or twice a month. We can arrange that and have this space here for our youth, and so we can keep them connected, because their voice matters, and we need to know what's happening from their perspective as we continue to prepare the future for them.
Yeah, you also mentioned about inclusion, and one of the areas I really I wanted to express inclusion is the Lighthouse School. And we tried to include the Lighthouse School in the barbecue league before, but they have a real fear of open fires, which is a real fear, right? And a realistic fear for a special needs person to be near an open fire. But when we went to Worlds this year, we were all given pellet grills to use, and we don't have pellet grills in Cayman that we use in our league. We only use the open flame side, right? And so it was a scary thing for them to go through training, fire starting training, fire extinguisher training. But if we have a pellet grill, and we can have the pellet grill at Lighthouse School, that they can still be a part of the league. And then it's something, if they make the world's or a member of the world's team, they can feel comfortable around a pellet grill.
Exactly.
But they're very costly. These pellet grills. Our sponsor AL Thompson have them, but they're like for the rich and famous. They're that kind of high end that you just gotta make sure that the power sources stay there, and that you have a steady supply of pellets, and you should have awesome barbecue if you know what you're doing. And
Okay.
And it would be one way to include Lighthouse School, which
Okay.
I'm hoping to do. But I think the grills that are A.L. Thompson is like $4,000, and that's how they have to sell them. They're not cheap at all.
Well,
So
I'm quite sure with a public appeal and understanding its inclusion.
well, I'm trying to make it right now.
Yeah, we are doing.
Please help us get a pellet grill so we can have it at the Lighthouse School and see
All
if we can
corporate
do our
entities.
training there.
Yeah, and if you're going to do an outright campaign on it, just let me know, and I'll definitely keep pushing it here for you.
All right. What do I need to present? Give to you.
You tell us your plan, and I mean, we'll definitely do appeal.
The plan is to raise enough funds to get one from A.L. Thompson, and that for it to be housed at the Lighthouse School, so the Lighthouse School can be part of the barbecue league, and that they can compete. And whenever they're scheduled to compete, they use the pellet grill, so that they don't have the fear of getting burnt or around an open fire, or having to manage an open fire that scares them. We want them to be at their best. And the fact that it is available at Worlds and they can request it, it means they can always be around something familiar,
correct,
whether at local or at the world stage. And I'm looking to include them. Differently able means they're just differently able, but they still need to learn how to feed themselves. And if they have a skill, they might just have a magic sauce in them that we don't know about either. I didn't know about Tashiana's until this year, right? So they might just come with something that's wow too, and blow everybody away. And we might have a world champion right there at the Lighthouse School. And I don't want to exclude them. They're just as important a population as any.
That's correct. Marianne, any closing words, any words of encouragement to maybe some of your friends, to tell parents, to encourage? Want to thank anyone who have always been there for you. This is your opportunity.
The mic doesn't work. Oh,
we can hear you.
Okay. So I want to thank all the coaches and mentors for helping us to reach this far in our journey. And I also want to thank my teammates for making it very easy for me to do what I have to do and for pulling their own weight. And I also want to thank all the sponsors for sponsoring so that we all could go away as a team to represent Cayman.
Okay.
We also want to thank you for having us here tonight.
Yes.
My honor. My honor. Anytime. And because somebody's on the clock, and kudos, let's do this for Foster's.
Yes.
Please. Yes, they allowed her while at work to be here. Ms. Hyman, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks to Foster's, Woody, and the crew. Your closing words, anything you would like to share. This is your opportunity, my love.
I just want to thank everyone actually, because this wouldn't have happened without Mr. Jamo, Mr. Spooner, and all of the other coaches that helped us to practice for this, and the sponsors as well, because we couldn't have done it without them, and also the parents for helping us to mentor, helping everyone out. So I really want to thank everybody for that.
And
Thank
transport them to and from all them practice and
Oh,
matches.
yeah.
I really want to thank the parents. And Samaya, dad came on the trip.
Nice.
The ones that true for you.
Aye.
Man.
Oh, we heard from
So
Samaya.
he won the long ride with us. Me, him, and Mr. Hawkins.
He went sleep too now?
He got to sleep, man. I like, and he had a issue sleeping, so I said let him sleep because we might just need him on this whole, right? So but we managed to do it, and it was
He's secretness safe here. I'm sorry. He's
yeah, right now, man. He good now. He can sleep good now, man. I tell you, when your daughter making the country proud and become number 2 in the world, that will make you sleep good at night.
That's right.
And I'm very proud of each one of them.
You should, as you should. Samaya, let's hear from you. Closing words, any thank yous, any shout outs, any words of encouragement to young people. What is the biggest takeaway from this? How you feel? What is in the future for you? This is your oyster. The floor is yours.
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm very grateful for this opportunity, because normally when there's competitions happening, they don't reach out to the BRAC before they didn't really reach out to the BRAC like that. So knowing that they're trying to include us now is something I'm really grateful for. And a lot of people from here, when they get the opportunities, sometimes they don't want to take it. So all I can really tell them is that when they do get these opportunities, they should take it, because who knows when it's going to come back again. And I wanted to say thank you to the coaches while we were there during the competition, because I know when the tiredness hit me, I didn't really want to do much, but I guess I pushed through.
There you go. Any shout outs to your mom and dad and anybody else?
Thanks to my mom, because with the night before I was supposed to come Cayman, I found out about the flight scheduling and I almost didn't come.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, kudos to you. You're second in the world. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All the best to you, and looking forward for great things from all of you. Final words from LaShawn in the BRAC, international over there in the BRAC.
Congratulations to all the children. Continue to do well, continue to make us proud, and we're all here for you guys always. Yeah. And if opportunities come about, take them, run with them.
There we go. The man that can't keep still, Mr. Spooner. How did Nima go? You got your note. Closing words. I see what Jamo's there about you. You can't hold
For me, thanking again all sponsors. The list I can't go through all, but then thanking them, thanking the many parents that early in the morning the kids were there. They were on the field. Just want to say specifically to the kids at this point in time, the competition, Memphis is over. but cooking does not stop. Barbecuing does not stop. I want you now to be the ambassadors of cooking and of barbecuing within your family, within your friend circle. Light up that fire, put something on. If it's a hot dog, it's a burger, if it's a ribs, a brisket. Just keep that fire that you have lit through the food that we have taught you. Keep that going, and you too can inspire others to become great chefs, even greater than you are. It doesn't stop at you. I am not the best, but guess what? I have inspired some of the best, and you
Right.
are those best students. So keep doing what you're doing. Love what you're doing. I remember when you guys were going out there in the morning, that one saying, cook with love, always. So keep that in mind. And I'm very, very proud of my team, every single member of my team, and I'm proud that the Cayman Islands was behind us and will continue to be behind us. So thank you, Mr. Jamo, for your leadership as well. Yes, my final words.
Thank you so much. Jamo, last is yours.
Yeah, I really got to thank the sponsors: Rotary Central Club, the Maples Group, A.L. Thompson's, U.S. Meat Export Federation, and the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture, and Heritage for making um, this World Championships a reality for those two teams from the Cayman Islands. Um, we did our very best, and it shows. And we only want to grow from here. So the work starts probably next week. I'm pretty sure Mr. Spooner has a plan already. And the competitions will start at the Ag Show, but we want to try to see if we can get a lot of training done in January and a lot of in-school competitions leading up to the Ag Show. That way they'll get some more competitions behind them and get a little bit more experience by the time they reach Worlds in September or October.
There we go. But it has indeed been a pleasure to have all of you on, and I'm looking for great things to come. I'm
When
really
we do the process, we got come to talk to you. Even if we got to do it in Cayman Brack. So it's you and LaShawn together, and we bring all the youngsters to the Brack, and
That's
we
not a
do a
problem.
sauce camp.
Jamo, you got my number. You got my number.
Good.
I'm here to help. This space is going to be used for exactly what it is.
Cool.
And I am going to create that space for you, because there's no sense of having these great things that are happening, and especially with our youth, and you have a platform, let's use it. So I'm happy to do my
But we got a lot of new youth-related stuff coming through.
Exactly.
Even with my work at the Youth Services Unit, we plan on doing a youth service providers survey coming out, where we try to find out all of the NPOs and businesses that serve our young people and how we can make those better. So we'll keep in touch, because the youth development movement is picking up steam. And the support of Minister Rankin and his ministry is starting to put a lot of wind in the sails, and that will take us into a bright future. And I think we're getting there, and these moments like this that inspire our country and motivate. We're sailing on a lot of great winds. Even the athletes are doing well. And everybody that goes and represent the Cayman Islands abroad is making us very proud, and our team has done the same. Minister has just sponsored young James Monroe Jr., who's headed to the World Finals for jet ski. He's ranked number 8 in the world, and he is looking to improve on that next weekend. And we wish him well, and we know he'll do well. I asked him to go with God's speed and keep God first, and that will let you rise to the top.
I'm happy that sponsorship came through. I know he was a bit stressed. He was worried.
Yes, but and I also want to thank Minister Jay and his ministry for helping make that happen for the young man. So both ministries rallied around him, and I know it's a great investment. The young man is ready to compete. So anything higher than the 8th place finish, I tell him, is a win.
There we go.
Because he's ranked number 8, and if he goes higher than that, that is improvement.
Exactly.
But he's shooting for number 1, and I tell him, shoot for number 1, and if you get number 2, this is how you feel. This is how
Exactly.
great you feel if he does number two. But we could be shooting for number one as well.
Right.
I know me and Mrs. Spoon are not gonna rest until we come back as world champions.
There
These
we
young
go.
people can do it, and they've proven that they can. This close.
That's right. Well, again, it was a pleasure having you all on Sabrina Speaks. I hope this will not be the last. And again, we all come together. It takes a village, and I couldn't be more proud of you. All the best. Please be safe, and the world is your oyster.
Thank you very much.
Let's go make it happen, guys. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you guys. I'm going to play. Bye. I'm going to play a short video, and when we come back, more of Sabrina Speaks as we wind down Fridays right here on CMRTV.com.
Infrastructure is more than roads and buildings.
It's our lifeline, connecting East End to West Bay, Cayman to Little Cayman, and the Cayman Islands to the world.
It established the route to get our children to school, keep our hospitals powered, and support our businesses every day.
Through hard work, ingenuity, and perseverance, people make that happen.
From the early pioneers who paved the first paths and laid the first pipes,
to the innovators who modernize water, energy, telecoms, ports, and our airport.
they're the quiet hands that build resilience.
And the vision that keeps Cayman going strong.
Now it's our turn to recognize them. Know someone who built, maintained, or improved the Cayman Islands we love?
Nominate them today at gov.ky/YSCH. Click Nominate today.
Welcome back to this Friday edition of Sabrina Speaks, and it was all about barbecue and the barbecue champions with our future there. And for those of you just joining us, this was some of the images. This was a brisket that we saw happening over there in Memphis, and these young people are doing so well. And I'm so happy the fact that, yes, they are. Look at there. They got that for pork. That's the actual certificates that we have of our very own going away. I got some others as well. So we're showing and we're proving that this is not talk. This is actual facts. And I'm pulling them here so that I can share these with you. But it takes all of us to give these young people a chance. And we want to thank, look, that's the second place. That's the second place for ribs. So they got, this is in the world. This is our Junior World Barbecue League. And this is what our Caymanian team actually has brought home for us. And they got fourth place in the brisket, which was this that I showed you earlier on. They got fourth place in the world for all of those that were represented in that competition out in Memphis. And we got to congratulate them. And they came also fourth place in the chicken. So yeah, that is what our youth are actually doing. And we should all be proud when they go away on the stage like this. They are ambassadors of the Cayman Islands. You heard from Mr. James Miles that, you know, they even do Toastmaster class and all that sort of stuff. And for the mentors. And let me just be very candid. For as long as I know myself, and I know he's not that older than I am, I know James Jamo with the youth. It's always been with Youth Flex or something with the youth. And I must say publicly, thank you. Thank you for always being there as being that outlet for the youth. Thank you for the next generation, like Samaya over there in the BRAC, who sees and who you can hear the passion in her voice when she's saying, you know, we now feel heard, we now feel included. And for the public appeal and cry for this pellet grill that is for sale on, that's being sold at A.L. Thompson, so that we can honestly include, holistically include even those in the Lighthouse School. We're doing a public appeal to see if we can get some donations. I'm quite sure you can call Mr. James Miles should you want to do a donation towards that goal of $4,000. Let's see what we can do. And you heard James Jamo says, once this grill is purchased, you can include these persons from the Lighthouse School that has a natural fare of open flame. And that will prepare them then to be included on the national team. And that is a similar device type of grill that is used when they go international. So it would actually take them, give them the practice from here before they represent us on the international stage. And I feel that, we can do that. When you look at some of what fundraisers we have here, we can probably buy them 4 grills at this rate. But, it takes a start. We're only asking for 1. And every dollar counts. And for the purpose, and you can see what our young people are doing. They're bringing home the awards. We're bringing home the world stage recognition of what we can do here, inclusive of all of our districts, even though it is challenging for those kids over in Cayman Brac. It can happen. And with your support, I am quite sure this can actually become a reality, and we can get the inclusion of the Lighthouse School a part of this journey. But I have a commitment this evening, and I'm going to end a little bit early. I know I've been giving you all overtime all week, and I'm sorry for those who are just joining us. Connie, how are you? Welcome. You were late today. Late with commenting, I should say. But let's see, George Jefferson, because John Jefferson Sr. has passed years ago, and Georgie Jefferson for Mr. Jefferson's good barbecue sauce. You can also check Mr. Jefferson Jr. for, Jamo. So you can see, you got the information out there from Ms. Rose sharing how you can get in contact with probably getting to use Chef John's barbecue sauce. So I'm going to wrap up early today. Yes, I am. I am going to wrap up early today. And I hope that you enjoyed hearing from our young people. And because we didn't just talk barbecue, we talked bravery, we talked brilliance, bringing home all of these top awards, and the bold spirit of our youth. I mean, you can see exactly how bright our future looks. And we have showcased so much of them right here on this space. And these young pit masters don't just represent us on the world stage, They remind us of what it means to show up with heart, with heritage as well. You hear them saying they want to season peppers, and with heat. From the backyard grills to Georgetown to the champion pits abroad. They carry our culture in every bite. And I am going to, like I said, repeat, I am here for them. And so are you right here on the Sabrina Speaks family. And as we wind down this Friday, I want to remember this is an investment. This is a huge investment into our next generation. Succession planning, you will hear me talk about this all the time. And this is what investment looks like in our youth. This is what mentorship looks, tastes, feels like as well. And this is what Caymanian excellence also sounds well when you hear how they interview. And we can amplify that with us coming all behind them, being genuine in our approach and just being there. To the families and mentors and sponsors, again, I share in the thank you. And to our listeners, to those who called and to even those who commented, thank you. Your appreciation, your participation met and made that moment even richer for these young people and also for those mentors. And to our champions, keep cooking, keep dreaming as well. Keep dreaming. The sky's the limit for you guys, Yeah. Keep dreaming and definitely keep leading. Don't just hold it to yourself, because the fire you lit up isn't just a pit. It is your hearts. It has been a pleasure, like I said, bringing you another episode of Sabrina Speaks on this Wind Down Friday. Until Monday, please be safe on our roads and have a good weekend. Love you lots.
That's a wrap for today's edition of Sabrina Speaks. Thank you for tuning in and for being part of the conversation. Remember, the dialogue doesn't stop here. Stay engaged, stay informed, and most importantly, stay empowered. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m., same time, same place, right here on CMR TV and radio, where your voice matters and your truth is heard. Until then, Cayman, take care of yourself and each other.
That's it for today's edition of Sabrina Speaks, where where your voice matters, your story counts, and your truth is always welcome. Join us weekdays from 5 until 6:30 p.m. right here on CMR TV as we dive into the topics that matter most to you. Catch the show live or on demand at cmrtv.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram so you never miss a moment. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and always speak your truth.